everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to talk about my 2024 reading resolutions and channel goals. So this is a video I've been doing every single year where we just sort of talk about like the goals that I have for reading as well as for this channel here. I don't really do resolutions for New Year in my real life. Like I might have something in the back of my head of like, oh, I would like to do this, but I've never like had like a this is the goal I'm attempting to get to this year unless it comes to reading. I definitely have those. So we're gonna start, I think, with the reading stuff and then move into the channel goals. So let's get into it. So one of the main goals that I do for reading is trying to figure out like what my Goodreads goal is. What is the goal of how many books I am attempting to read? And yes, I do count DNFs in this, so the number is going to be different than maybe what other people track. I'm never tracking myself against other people, just against me and my reading and what I've read in the past. And so this year in 2023, because I am filming this on the last day of 2023, my goal was 150 books. I have like one book technically to go, although on Goodreads, one of the books I read that I got during the like Pharaoh Feb Advent calendar thing where they were giving out like free little stories, they were all like short stories or novellas, during that I read one. It's not on Goodreads, so like that doesn't count, but I am reading actually currently a comic series in bind-ups that I already have owned on my like e-reader for a while. I started last night, really enjoying them. I'm going to finish them today. I will hit my goal. My goal was 150 books. I will hit that. I'm definitely cutting it down to the wire because it is December 31st. But I think my goal for 2024 is also going to be 150 books. This is my reading goal tracker from Fandom Decor Shop. I will leave them linked down below. They do like drops of their stuff. And I absolutely love this. I've been having it in the back of my videos forever, like ever since I got this around the middle of the year. I'm gonna do 150 books again. I feel like because Presley is currently in school and Elliot has started to go to school, I'm gonna be hopefully having a little bit more time for me and this channel and putting more time and effort into certain things and making sure things get read. So I'm going to try again to do 150 books. I have definitely gotten over this number in the past. I've had a couple years where I was over 200. Normally, besides 2023 and now 2024, my goal was like 100, but I know I've been hitting over 100, so I want to challenge myself a little bit. If I don't hit it, it's fine. We're going to try 150 books. And here we go, having it on the shelf. I did try a lighter color blue marker on the 150. Let me know if you guys can read that or not. If not, I will change it to the darker color again. But we're going to try attempting to read 150 books in 2024. The next goal that I have is the 24 books I would like to read in 2024. I did not do a video for this year because I did not actually do like a Christmas Bookmas thing. I had usually done like the 12 days of Bookmas, and based on subscriber numbers and people watching and like the fact that everybody is so busy during the holidays, including me, and I have 2 kids, I didn't do it this year. But I'm going to be attempting the same sort of thing that I did in 2023, where I read 24 indie books in 2024. This is something that was created by MJ James Writes. I will leave their channel and everything linked down below. And I will say, even though I do read indie books throughout the year, and I have in past years, this is not like a new goal for me. I did not quite make it to 23 indie books in 2023 because I did not actually count my DNFs for this, because a lot of my DNFs this year, indie or non-indie, were very early in the book. Like I just knew this book was not for me, something about it was not my style, so I DNF'd early this year. Yes, you love the kitty. So I DNF'd early this year, so I didn't count those. The thing is, I think if I would have counted those, because I was only 2 or 3 off, I would have made it. But I'm going to be attempting to read 24 indie books in 2024. I'm very excited about this because, like, again, I do read indie books a lot. I've also been participating in the Stuff Your Kindle events. Like, we just had one on December 27th where I got quite a few. We'll talk about it in a haul soon. But I got like over 30 free romance in some way indie ebooks. So yes, I need to start reading those. So we're gonna put that as one of the goals. I'm gonna do 24 indie books in 2024. Now, another goal that I've been trying to do every year is getting my TBR down, both physical and ebook TBR. But as I just talked about, I got like over 30 books in the last Stuff Your Kindle thing, and they have that quarterly. It is a thing. There's also a fantasy one coming out on January 1st from the Fantasy Book Dragons. Like there is more free ebooks coming. So I think instead of trying to limit myself, because I do not do well with book buying bans, I do not do well trying to be like, I'm gonna read 2 books for every 1 book I buy, because book buying and book reading are 2 different sports. You know what I mean? Like, it's 2 different hobbies, 2 different things that I love. So it is very hard to do. My goal instead for 2024 is to read a majority of books I have had on my TBR. So ultimately, I did actually hit this in 2023. I have not added my last few books to my stats, but I'm at like 53% of the books that I read in 2023 were books that I had already owned prior to 2023 on my TBR. I also did end up having quite a big percentage of books that I bought in 2023 also being read. It was like over a quarter. So I read like over 75% of the books were ones that I owned or bought that year. So like, that's my goal. I want to have a majority of the books that I read in 2024 being ones that I already own. So technically I am getting that TBR down, even if I'm also adding to it. And my last reading goal, which we will actually talk about more during my TBR game that is coming up, because I have a brand new edition of the TBR game coming. And it's a reading goal, but again, at the same time, not 100%, but that's where I'm putting it. I want to save $1 for every book that I read in the year of 2024. This is something that I am stealing from Kyle, from That Bookworm Guy, who is on Instagram. I will leave them linked down below as well. And I love the idea of reading a book, and for every book that you read, you save $1, or in his case, he saved £1 because he's in the UK, and then using it either to buy more books or donate to charity, or, you know, something like that, where you're being able to save some money based on how many books you read. And so it is a reading goal, but at the same time also not a reading goal, but I'm putting it here. I'm going to save $1 for every book that I read in 2024. And like I said, we will have a little bit more going on with that in the TBR game as well coming up. But so those are the reading goals. Now I do have some also plans. I think we're going to talk about the plans next, because they are reading plans, and then we'll get into like the YouTube goals as well. So one of the things that I'm also planning on reading and doing in the year of 2024 is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy read along. I am helping host that along with Mel from A Book Fiend Named Mel, Ren from The Reading Ren, Ash from Ash's Adventures in Books, and Ashley from Ashley's Media Addiction. Again, I will leave everybody linked down below. But we are going to be starting in January reading the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and every single month thereafter we will finish another book in the series. We're going to go through May, and then potentially June if we decide to also read the like Owen Colfer, not exactly a spin-off book, but like an extra book that was published after Douglas Adams had passed away. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be participating in, and we're going to have discussions, and I'm very excited to finish this series because I've read the first 2 books previously and just never finished it, so it is time. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, so this I guess is partly on my channel, partly a reading goal, partly part of my plans for the year, but I have restarted the Patreon book club. I had an announcement video recently. Again, I'll link it down below for you. But basically, I'm restarting the Patreon that I had done in 2023. We paused it about halfway through the year because of life, and I have restructured it to have a little bit more structure. I've announced the first 3 months picks, the first quarter of picks on the video that I will link down below for you. I will just say we are going to read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet in January. I'm very excited. But yeah, I have restructured it. I've given it a little bit more like substance and, like I said, structure. I'm taking it and I'm running with that. That's the word that we're using today, structure. But I'm very excited to read some books with people and discuss them and have that community again, because I really, really loved having it last year. So that's another thing that I will be doing, partly a reading goal, partly a channel goal. So let's actually now move into those channel goals. One thing again that I did in 2023, and I'm going to continue on into 2024, is posting 2 videos a week. I'm going to be doing Tuesday videos and Thursday videos with the possibility of doing Saturday videos, just because I know if I want to get everything done in January that I need to get done, that I want to get done, I'm probably actually going to post 3 videos a week, but my goal is to post at least 2. Another goal that, again, I'm moving from 2023 to 2024 is trying to post 1 reading vlog a month. I was very good at this up through most of the year. I think we dropped off a little bit near, what was it, August or September, something like that. That's when Presley started school and we had a really hard adjustment period. Everything has been doing so much better now. Let's knock on wood, just in case. But I really love reading vlogs. I love watching reading vlogs. I love creating reading vlogs, especially ones that are like themed and like we do stuff. So I want to definitely make sure I'm bringing that back and bringing that energy back and doing it once a month, at least, in 2024. Another thing that I'm bringing from 2023 to 2024 that I'm hoping to do better at is having live reading sprints every month. I, again, was doing pretty well at them until Presley started school and we had a hard time trying to figure out when I was doing stuff, because I think originally I was doing them like on Tuesday evenings, and then with Presley being in school, I was attempting to do them on Thursday mornings, but then we had Ellie at home, and now Elliot's in school too, so I feel like this is going to be much, much easier, but again, it died off near the end of the year just because of trying to figure that all out. I also want to do some extra ones with my patrons, but I want to also try to just do one, like normal one, a month, because they are very fun. They definitely motivate me to read, and so I want to continue doing them. Another channel goal, and I don't think I've ever really talked too much about like subscriber goals on this channel, or at least not recently, but my channel is one that I started 6 years ago, and some people, their channels boom with subscribers. Mine has never been that way, and I've come to terms with that many years ago. So one of my goals though is I really think it is doable and achievable to get to 2,000 subscribers in 2024. I'm at about 1,888 right now, and I've been around this number, like slowly growing for a while now. Like I definitely did not have that number at the beginning of the year. Like I have still been growing with subscribers. It's just we are a slow growth channel, and I'm perfectly fine with that. The people that like my content obviously have found me and like my content, but I just feel like 2,000 for 1 year, this is doable. I feel like we can do this. We're just slightly over like 120 people that need to subscribe, and I can get there. I think we can do that. So that's a goal that I have for 2024, even though we haven't really talked about subscribers very much. And then the last goal I have here for my channel is to introduce more non-bookish videos. So this is something that, again, I did a while ago. Like I had different hauls and things when I first started this channel, before I had kids, and I was doing like 3 videos a week. That's crazy to think about now, 3 videos a week. Like I was legitimately doing about 3 videos a week. But I had like Hot Topic hauls and stuff, and I'm not going to be doing that, but I had like fandom stuff. Like I had things that weren't just books. And so one thing that I really, really love besides books is video games. And I also attempted to do this back in 2020 or 2021, whatever the year was that Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out. I had some live streams for the entirety of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and it's a game that I've played before. It was just something that I wanted to share with people. I wanted to play. I wanted to, like, you know, share it. I wanted to have people join me and watch, and it wasn't the biggest thing on this channel, but at the same time I had an amazing time doing it. So I don't necessarily know if we're going to do a lot of that, but I also do know that Steam has its year in review out right now, and I want to desperately go through those stats with you guys. So I want to start introducing other things that I love to this channel. That's actually part of the reason I never created a channel name that was more bookish, like Chelsea's Library, or you know, a lot of people have like library or books or like that kind of thing in their title, and I absolutely love when people do that, but I never wanted to 100% be in just the book box, even though that's sort of where I put myself. I like putting family videos, I like doing vlogs of not just reading vlogs, and I like video games and stuff, and so I want to start incorporating a little bit more of the non-bookish side of me to this channel as well. So I don't 100% know what that's going to mean, how often those things are going to pop up, or anything like that, but that is something that I want to do, and I have a goal to start incorporating on this channel. Now, I think that actually is it for the resolutions and goals and everything. Let me know if there's anything that you specifically have as like your new goal for either reading, or if you're on BookTube, or anything like that for 2024. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I will see you then. Bye!